Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nick, and this is Nick Reads Books. Glad you decided to click on this video. So this is my brand new YouTube channel, which is focused on my book reading, all the books I read, and mainly a place for me to sort of document and record my thoughts and feelings on the different book series that I read. And I thought the best way to do that would be to jump into the new Booktube Tag, something a little different, something a little fresh that no one's ever done before. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. So the first question is, why did you start the channel? To be completely honest, I bought this camera recently to take on holiday with me to Japan at the end of the year, and I thought, why not? I've always kind of wanted to start a YouTube channel, and one, to document the, as I said before, sort of my reading journey and the series that I am currently reading, just to get my thoughts and opinions out. A lot of the friends I have don't read, and if they do, they don't read the same books as me. So with Booktube is a place for people to come together and talk about the books, and that's something I want to create. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? This is probably the hardest, or if not one of the hardest questions I think on this list. I think a lot of people want to think that they're unique or different, and you got to see yourself apart on YouTube. And hey, look, maybe one day I'll figure it out. But at the moment, it's just going to be the fact that I'm from Australia, and yeah, hopefully I can flesh out a unique style of video making or some unique ideas and bring them to you. So the next question on the list is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I think the most exciting thing about this channel would be the discussions. I want to be able to discuss my thoughts, put them down, and then be able to have somewhere where I can come back and look at my opinions, see how I felt about books or series, and see if that changes over time or if my reading taste changed. But yeah. I think it's the fourth question we got here is, why do you love reading? To be honest, I'm a very new reader. Been doing it the last couple of years, but the thing that really excites me about reading is the being able to immerse myself in a completely fantastical world. As you can probably tell from the books behind me, I read a lot of fantasy, and just being able to dive into the world building, the characters, often magic systems, and a level of media or a type of media where I think you get a certain level of detail that you just can't get from other forms of media like movies, TV shows. It's just something else, something special, I think. This next question is, what book or series got you into reading? So back in 2021, as you all know, we were spending a lot of time at home probably, and the new Dune movie was coming out. I'd heard a lot of good things about the novel from a couple of people I knew, and I wanted to read the book before going to see the movie. And I was just amazed by this world and the way Frank Herbert wrote it, and just it's an amazing story. I couldn't recommend it anymore. and that really kick-started my journey into reading fantasy, even though that's a sci-fi book, but with lots of, I think, fantasy tropes. So from there, I did a bit of research, started watching more Booktube, and I really think the series that really encapsulated everything that I was looking for, I didn't even realize I was looking for, was the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. So I jumped into The Way of Kings, and that book today is still one of my favorite books. The payoff at the end was something, yeah, it's just, you got to read it. So this next question I think is a bit strange. It says, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Like probably a lot of you on here, I watch a lot of a wide variety of booktubers, from small to big ones. You got, your Daniel Greens, Mike Book Reviews, to Ramble. I never thought of any questions I'd like to ask them, but off the top of my head, it would probably be how they started off making YouTube videos, how they found it, if they struggled, what they find makes it easier, those sorts of things. So the next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think it's really those beginning videos, the trying to get those first, few hundred subscribers, few thousand subscribers, and just being consistent, really. I've currently work a 9-to-5 job, so this is a, on the side hobby amongst other hobbies and sports that I divide my time amongst. So I think just, being able to find the time to do this while also pursuing other things and reading. So, when did you start reading? Look, I didn't really read as a kid. I liked the idea of reading. I read a few Harry Potter books when I was young. From there, didn't really read through high school, was playing lots of sport. And then, like I said, back in 2021, I read June, and then the Stormlight Archive, and then from there I've been reading the last 2 years pretty much, and read roughly over 100 books, and plenty more on the shelf back here that I plan to read. So we're at the last question here, and it is, what kind of books do you like to read? As you can probably see, and as I've said, I pretty much purely read fantasy books. It's when I was first starting to read, I didn't really know what genre I wanted to read. I read a few classics, I read thrillers, Reacher, Stephen King. Really loved The Picture of Dorian Gray, those sorts of things. But then once I got into fantasy, it was just a whole different ballpark. It was, it scratched an itch that I didn't know I had, pretty much. And I've been reading fantasy pretty much since then, and I've still got plenty more to read. So that concludes the questions for the new Booktuber Tag. Not the most original video, but I hope it gives you an idea of my reading taste and what this channel will be about moving forward, and the videos that I'll be putting out. And just to wrap up the video, I just wanted to talk through a bit about the books I'm currently reading, and then plans for the channel moving forward with a couple of videos. As you can see with the books behind me, so at the moment I'm reading the 4th book in the Stormlight Archive, Rhythm of War. I'm about, just started it the other day, I'm only 60 pages in. But yeah, can't go wrong at the moment, just Brandon Sanderson at his best. And the other book I'm currently reading is a Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This book is a bit outside my comfort zone, I would say. I'm currently reading it at the moment because my girlfriend is reading this series. She's up to the 3rd book, so I'm a bit behind, but I hope to catch up and discuss that with her and maybe hopefully get her on the channel one day to discuss the books. I think that'd be cool to go through a book by book. But yeah, after this video, I'm planning to. I recently just finished the 4th book in the Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising, and I hope to get out a video pretty soon. A spoiler-free talk. I'm just going through my thoughts and how I feel 4 books into this 14-book series, which is, I think, widely loved across the fantasy community. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. It will help out immensely. And yeah, I'll see you back here in the next video. See ya.